and you're listening to my favorite talk show, The Weekly Show with Aditya.
On this starry Wednesday night. This is a special episode, episode number 429, on the 13th of October 2021, as we sit down and discuss multiple sports in one go. But before that, let's take a look at the good, bad, and the ugly of the domestic World Cup so far. The good is that it has so far been a successful competition. No more incidents of the illusionary and the imaginary virus, which means the World Cup will continue, will start where the domestic World Cup left off, in the harsh bio bubble environment. And that's what is going to be one of the good and the positives to come out from this tournament. The bad, as always, as has been over the past 3 to 4 years, is the time management. And for this competition gets 0 out of 10. There are no serious thoughts about completing the match on time. Unless the match goes beyond 4 hours, nobody is satisfied, neither the organizers nor the teams, no one. And that's what is baffling about this entire tournament, which includes the timeout of 8 minutes. Who wants a timeout for 8 minutes, which includes 2.5 minutes of timeout and 90 seconds of, or 1.5 minutes of, the public message? Why can't you have in that 2.5 minutes that public message? Why separately? 4 minutes each, that's 8 minutes. But even if a team is able to finish, let's say, in 100 minutes, the other team always delays. But let's see what happens. And then comes the quality of umpiring. The quality of umpiring, the video umpires, especially from our country, needs reskilling and retraining by the way which they do their job. They have to be reskilled and retrained and told what is the way to go about. More videos need to be replayed and how things are to be done. So, yes, and then the wides and no balls are sometimes called without logic, as if umpires don't care. They'll give a wide when it's not a wide, they won't give a wide when it's not a wide, and no ball, sometimes the foot is on the line or just half an inch beyond the line, and what happens? It's a no ball. So I think the quality of umpire needs to change. And what is the downright ugly is the auction. The term auctions needs to go. Yes, other tournaments in football have a similar term, but we don't need to copy them. The term auction, as I did a few months ago in the episode Auctions Paisa Fake Tamasha Dekh, the term auction needs to go because it belittle players as commodities to be brought and sold. But that's how it is. Everyone loves it. The players want this, the pseudo expert want this, the so-called team management and franchisee wants this. Well, I don't want this, but that's what it is. The good, bad, and the downright ugly of 2021. Let's move on. As everyone knows, WWE is going to produce its latest pay-per-view a week from today at Dubai, at Saudi Arabia. One of their foreign pay-per-views which was happening in 2018 and 2019 before it was cancelled in 2020, and it has been revived in 2021. Whether it's controversial, good, bad, ugly, that's up to them. What are the matches scheduled? Let's take a quick look. For the Raw Tag Team Champions, it's the challengers AJ Styles and Omos taking on RK Bro. For the WWE Universal Championship, it's Reigns versus Lesnar, Lesnar being the challenger. For the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, it's Lynch defending versus Belair and Banks, and not the first time they are in this situation. They have been here multiple of times. Who will win? Let's leave it to them. And as I predicted, Drew McIntyre gets a second chance as far as the WWE World Championship is concerned, and after a lot of heat, Big E and McIntyre will face each other. And then the Goldberg Lashley rivalry, enmity, whatever be the term, has been going on for a few months since the SummerSlam event, and now they have a no holds barred match, and they've also brought back the King and the Queen of the Ring tournament, whose semi-finals are on, and the members who will be in the finals, they will have a round at this tournament. So this is how the tournament is going to look. Let's move forward to the Delhi Calcutta match, and also, yes, there's also the South African Football Championship, India versus Malaysia. We'll discuss this as well as the Delhi Calcutta match. Delhi has already made 135 for 5. Is it enough? We don't know. Let's see. So the second innings has started and they've already got a boundary in the first over, but we saw with Delhi, they got 40 in the first 6 overs. It wasn't enough. Let's see. Nokia bowls to Iyer, who drives straight to the bowler, almost an LBW, and here we go. We have the India-Nepal match. Remember, India-Malaysia match. Remember, India had beaten Malaysia as the ball goes in India's corner, who's wearing their whites, and it's gone out. So there's a throw. So the first 2.5 minutes, it seems to be an equalizing situation. If India wins this, they have 2 wins and 2 draws, which means they have 4 points. 2 from there and 2. They will have 6 points in total. 2 from the draw and 2 each from the win. That is 4 points. There was a tackle in between, but sometimes these tackles not to be taken seriously. Here we go. India getting close to the Nepals, and this one has been hit hard but hit out of play. So the score remains at 0-0 against Maldives. Remember that. And here we are, 4 balls. There was an appeal here, but it was probably struck him outside leg stump. So the umpire says not out. Probably a good call. So 4 balls, 5 runs. If Calcutta go into the final, we won't have a new champion, though we will have a new champion as in from the last couple of years. This one has been played through straight to the fielder, no runs. So 5 balls, 5 runs. If Delhi go on, even they can defend 130. That's for sure. If Delhi move on to defend 130 successfully, then what happens? Then a Delhi-Chennai match happens, perhaps meeting for the 4th time in this tournament, which is not new. It has happened before and it will continue to happen. Well, look at the India-Maldives match. First 4 minutes, both teams having a feeling out process. This one's hit hard into the corner. Once again, Maldives have the possession of the ball. India has the possession of the ball again, and there's some kind of a tackle, but the referee lets it go. So 0, no goals so far in the first 4 minutes, and both the teams just trying to feel out in the hot and humid atmosphere in which they are playing. They are drenching, so they have to be very careful. This is not Europe in the cool climate. It's not 18 degrees, it's around 35 degrees. And I hope one day someone like Messi gets to play in this environment, and then we'll see if he can score goals. That will be his test. You give these players an 18-degree atmosphere, they'll be scoring 4 goals per person. Once again, a bit of a scramble at the corner, and it has been declared not a corner. So here we are. Perhaps a goal kick, perhaps a corner from the side of Maldives, and all the players getting ready to defend their goals, and the Maldives player getting ready to score the first goal and take advantage. In a game like football, you get the first advantage, you score the first goal, and you are in complete control. So here we go. Maldives, as we see, scramble to get into position. Everyone pushing and shoving. It's absolutely fine. Taking his time, feeling out his field, what's going to happen. And this one's gone straight through, but well defended. Once again trying to hit hard, but good defense. This one's gone high, but it's gone wide once again, and it's collected inside the D, and it's been called an offside again. So here we go, 8 balls, 8 runs, and not surprisingly, he has asked Ashwin to bowl in the fielding restrictions. Not surprised at all. That was always going to happen. So it's an India-Maldives match, not an India-Malaysia match, but that's fine. This one, the keeper hits hard into the corner. The Indians have a chance. Can they take control of the ball? No. Maldives have possession of the ball. They're scrambling for it. India are in the possession. There's a bit of a thing, and yellow card for the Maldives player. So it was a bad tackle, to say the least. It was a deliberate tackle, but a bad one nevertheless. And as the ball has been smacked away by the Calcutta batsman, so Iyer to Ashwin, 12 runs in the first 9 balls. As we get ready, Ashwin bowls to Iyer. This time flicks it away, but it's a single. So Indian defenders getting ready to charge in, but once again it's been thwarted and the ball has gone wide. So a time for a throwdown. So for the first 7 minutes 50 seconds, the feeling out process continues. Now the keeper gives it to the nearest outfielder, and now once again Maldives intercept. They're coming in hard. No one there for the Indians to defend, and can they get it through? This one has been defended nicely. There was a moment of nervousness, and this one once again a headbutt, an appeal, but that's gone through. So 11 balls, 14 runs. As we get into the depth of this match, first 8.5 minutes, a kind of a 50-50 possession. If that's the way the match looks like. Once again, the Maldives get possession of the ball, and this one has been darted away outside field of play. So Indians trying their best to keep their corner on hold. So the Maldives are looking dangerous, and a goal is going to happen at any point in time. There was a bit of a hesitancy, a bit of a slip, but Maldives look dangerous. India have to get their act together. So here we go. 0 goals each, no score. A draw won't help, at least India in this situation. This one's been head-butted. Once again it goes intercepted. Once again Maldives have intercepted the ball, and a tackle right in the corner, but it's been taken through. The ball is in play, and the Indians look real nervous right now. As this one, Indians have some advantage. There's an empty field out there. Can they get it through? No. The once again the ball goes out of play. So the first 10 minutes, neither of the teams has had any advantage. As there's a scramble, there's a fight for the ball right in the middle of the pitch, but this ball has gone wide and far. So first 10 minutes, 20 seconds. As we move on to the match, 2.1 over, 16 for 0. Let's not get carried away. They only need 6.5 runs to the over, but we know what happened so far in the last match where Bangalore nearly defended 140. As once again the ball keeps low, the batter tries to hit a powerful shot. That it just went to the keeper on the second bounce. So 16 runs, 2.2 overs. As we get ready, as always, the first 5 overs will be our motive. Once again, it's flicked away, it's gone past the fielder, and it will be intercepted at the deep. Once again, a bit of misfield, and they come back for 3 runs. Very well run, smart running, and the captain does not look happy. So here we go, 11.5 minutes, nothing on the field so far. The feeling out process has gone, and now the teams are in the aggressive mood as we see India get close to, but the ball's gone wide. There was no one to give the ball to inside the D, and there's a bit of a discussion. So India need to have much better planning as to whom should they give the ball inside the D when there's a chance. So first 12 minutes 6 seconds, nothing happening. As once again India get the possession, scramble for the ball. Maldives coming in hot. Can they get the goal, first goal of the match? And it's gone straight into the midst of the goalkeeper, who hits it far and wide. And can now the Indian player get the ball in their possession? They have a chance, but too many Maldives players out there, and the ball doesn't go through. I think there are 2 less Indian players, a bit of a tackle once again. 3 players involved in a nasty collision as they were going for the ball. 2 Indian players, and there was a nasty collision. 4 players involved, 2 from each team. That's a nasty one. So far, no yellow card or red card given so far. As we see the Indians looking to get an advantage. This one has been hit. It's been passed to the closest, and this one has gone wide. It just darted away, spinned away before the person could come in. Very interesting situation. As the ball comes in, possession to India, bit of a tackle. India get the chance. Can they take it through? They have a chance right now. They're in the D, they're in the possession. They're scrambling for it. The referee says, let it go so far. So 2.5 overs, 24-0. This time it's been cut away for a single, and the score moves on to 7 overs, 21-0. So a free kick by the Maldives player, and this one's gone far and wide. Once again the Indians won't mind. So when the advantage comes, neither of the team is able to grab hold of the opportunities. Indians have the possession of the ball again. as we get into the third over. This time played away straight to the fielder, and I presume this match will go right down to the wire. And don't be carried away. They bowled 19 balls in 19 minutes, but the next 100 balls it will take them at least another 80 minutes. So this match will go to 11 o'clock. And time management goes for a toss. Smartly played, single taken, no risks involved. As we see an Indian player go down hard, 15 and a half minutes, absolute nothingness on the field. It was a nasty tackle, but not enough for the referee to give any kind of decision. So the Indian players trying their best, passing the ball to the nearest teammate, but they're really far away from the Maldives goal. They have to get in, they have to score the opportunity if they have any chance of making it to the final. As Iyer goes for a 6 and the score moves on to 28 for 0. Don't get carried away. Delhi started like this, but they slowed down, they only scored 135. So I won't be too much affected by this start, because we know what happens later on as the ball goes 90 meters into the sky. As this one's gone through, but once again wide. And I think the Maldives players have got some kind of opportunity here. And I think they got a penalty corner or something. As they celebrate, they got a corner. Indians have a corner. Indians have an opportunity to take advantage of this corner. Can they do it? As 17 minutes tick by, it's gone straight through, and an opportunity. This time a back kick, but it was far and wide. An excellent effort by the captain Chetri, but it didn't get the momentum as he was expecting on it. Here we go, 17 and a half minutes, and it's been a quiet phase where both the teams not able to get the goal through, as the ball is being passed from one teammate to the other for India. "18 minutes gone. It's been a 50-50 situation. The Maldives are starting to get a little more aggressive, and Indians have to get the aggression going. 18 minutes, 15 seconds gone by. Now they had a chance, but the captain looks real animated. He wants his fielders to be in the right positions to gather the ball. Was it an offside? Maybe it was an offside. Once again, the ball goes far and wide as we get back to the match in hand. 30 for 0 in 4 overs. Delhi were 32 for 0 in 4 overs. And we all know what happened after that. So let's wait. But if Calcutta go through, well, it will be an interesting Calcutta-Chennai match after nearly 10 years where they will have an opportunity. So 4.1 overs, 30 for no loss. This time it's flicked away on the pads, straight to third man, and there was a run out chance, but he's in comfortably. As the score for India remains at 90 and 0 for 0 in the 90th minute, as a Maldives player has gone down. It once again a nasty collision, a shoulder tackle, and you see two of them go down. But that's a part and parcel of the sport, so they're not too perturbed by this situation. As we get ready, the Maldives players, once again a tackle, and the referee comes rushing in. Will he give the card this time? He's waiting for it. He's given it. He's given a yellow card. That's a huge moment in the game as a yellow card has been given to the Indian defender as Iyer smashes Rabada for a clean hit for 6. The score moves on to 37 for no loss, and you need less than 100 runs to win this match. Once again on the leg side, down the track, using his height, full length delivery, and out of the ground onto the roof. And the captain looks worried. So 20 minutes, 45 seconds, and absolutely nothing happening in this match so far. As we get, as a wide has been given, let's see what was the wide like. As Rabada runs in. This time, is that a dropped catch? The ball came to him powerfully. Was that a dropped catch? It seems like it was a dropped catch. It came in, it jumped out, but I won't use the terms like drop catch. I do not necessarily agree with drop catch because nobody has a right to tell what is a drop catch. It was difficult, it was low. Yes, they should be taken. Well, yes, a lot of things could happen, but if they don't happen, they don't happen. As a match is in the 22nd minute without anything happening. A chance is a chance, so let's see. This time on the pads, flicked away, smartly done. 39 for 0 in 4.5 overs. I think it was a difficult catch. If the broadcasters say it was a drop, I would challenge them to take the catch. Because they have no right to say if it was a dropped catch or not. It was on his fingertips. You can't be rude about this if it was a dropped effort or not. I will not go with that. I will not agree with that. As we see, Rabada bowling to Shubman Gill, who smashes it away and will be given a wide. Once again, it's been given a wide, a poor wide at that, because the batter was moving along with the ball. So it should have not been a wide. So Rabada's first over goes for 9. But it happens, You're trying to bowl wide, the batter is trying to think of something, and that's how these situations arise. Once again, now Maldives has a chance at a free kick in the 23rd minute. Can they get this one through as Indian defenders get into position? And the goalkeeper is shouting instructions. Let's see what happens. This one, he comes through and once again well defended at the Indian corner, but the Maldives, Indian gets this ball far and wide and they have no chance. Once again the ball goes wide. It was an excellent effort, but these efforts don't get you into finals. If you don't, if the goal, if you don't have a number next to your country's name, it was a brilliant kick, but the Indian defenders were in the right position. As the Maldives coach looks a little perplexed as to what is happening. This time, smashed away by Iyer once again. The score moves on to 46 for no loss in 5.1 overs as Calcutta are gaining control of this match and grabbing the opportunity by the throat. As this is possibly the last over before we end tonight's. As Avesh Khan bowls, Iyer cuts and cuts hard, but there's a fielder down there. The score moves on to 47 for 0, and the score between India and Maldives remains at 0 for 0. The last couple of balls before we end this special late evening broadcast. 4 balls to go before the special late evening broadcast comes to an end. As Avesh Khan runs into Shubman Gill, is there a wicket? Well, that's smartly taken single. Well, 25 minutes gone, almost half of the half time, and still nothing has happened. As India get an opportunity, this time it's gone through. Has it gone through? It's bounced off the railing once again. An attempted shot, but it's gone wide of the goal. It hit the railing, just hit the railing. An excellent effort, nevertheless. It was a good effort, but it hit the bottom part of the railing and it bounced back, and the Maldives defender was able to dart the ball away from their opponents as Calcutta's score moves on to 48 for no loss in 5.3 overs as the last 3 balls of this tournament, as Maldives and India scramble for the ball. Once again into the Maldives corner, but a headbutt, the ball has been taken away out of field of play. Indians in control. Can they get the one through? No, they cannot. The 5th ball of the over, this time again a very good single, and the score has moved on to a very impressive 51 for 0, and now they need only to score at 6 runs per over. So smart batting by both the openers. As this one goes through, opportunity missed. India has a chance, gone in. No. Once again defended well in the Maldives corner. As we come to the last ball of this particular match and India's match in the first 27 minutes, 0 on each side. The final ball of the fielding restrictions. This one goes through, misses, ends the over, ends the power play, and this also ends tonight's program as they go for the timeout. So this ends episode number 429 on the 13th of October 2021. I will be back on
For more awesome content, tune in to the next episode of the DK Show.
and I will be back on the 15th of October with episode number 430 with the final of the domestic World Cup. Will it be Calcutta? Will it be Delhi who will face Chennai? Will we have a new champion, or will one of Chennai and Calcutta add one more name to the championship? That we'll know on 15th. By the time you wait for the next episode, why don't you read the book The Fifth Umpire, an exclusive commentary on sports? If that's not your interest, read the book Beyond the TV, 33 cinematic productions that transform the silver screen. An epic book about movie and TV show reviews. If that doesn't interest you, if you have a passion for short stories, read the book, The Complete Collected Short Stories. And while you read and buy these books, like and subscribe the channel right now. The moment the episode finishes, like and subscribe to that button. Till then, it's goodbye and good night from the studios of the weekly show with Aditya.